sends the defense away. Fantastic little fend. Gets her all the way through for the first 5 points of the match.
They call her judo, and I think you know why. Fremd, she can play 6 instruments, and she can dance as well, if that carry was any indication, has Old Blue on top. The battle of unbeatens. Old Blue strikes first, 7-0. The conversion successful. And now we'll see what the response is from Army Rugby Union.
Jetta Owens did a great job. 13 for Old Blue, able to take that one away in the counter ruck and set themselves up for their first try.
Army Rugby Union side, they got off to an early lead in their big victory over Rock Rugby. They never looked back. Certainly have the capability. Over to one of the best ball in hand. A little off-road there. Tried to get it back, and the whistles could not stay in. Was unable to tightrope that line.
Yeah, Army was just a little discombobulated there. Couldn't quite find the passes they were looking for some loops and stuff, but now they've got to make sure they remain stout here on the defensive end.
Another line out to Old Blue. They had issues on the first, not this time. Go to the sure thing with Frim. Putting on to display is number 4 in blue. Army looking to steal it at the breakdown, and they've got it. A quick whistle. Galdones, the scrum half, tried to clear that one, as we will come back. Referee Portlock on the spot.
Like number 2 for Army, Sydney Dossett was able to get in there and disrupt things out the back of the ruck.
That's exactly what you would expect from Dossett, a Portland, Oregon native. Mentioned in her first match, is one of less than 100 female Rangers in the entire United States Army, and that is, in case you didn't know, a very big deal. And here comes Old Blue again. Outside Barry. Barry able to skip through a tackle. Barry turns on the afterburners. Barry trying to get by Livingston and across and dots it down does Barry. Old Blue extends their lead.
Barry sheds 3 defenders on her way to the 5 points. Excellent work here on the far side of the pitch. Well done for Old Blue. They're able to extend it now 12-0. Like I said, we saw them score from the other side. Both sides of the pitch are dangerous for this Old Blue squad.
Barry, born in Paris, now calls Brooklyn home. Fantastic work right there. Great ball outside, and you see her through the initial tackle, and it was off to the races.
One goes down. There goes the second. Unable to catch her. Slips off, and then the final tries to come in and hold it up, but a good job landing on top of it and scoring the first try of the match for her. And a big opportunity. Old Blue up by 12 as we go, Kit. Still going to have to turn it on here if you're Army.
Yeah, such great history in this Old Blue side. Established way back in 1963 by some Columbia University alumni, hence the color scheme. The New York-based team on top of the, yes, number 1 seed, Army Rugby Union, but the 1 seed is so far a bit shell-shocked. Can they respond in the final 2 minutes here of the first half? Knocked on, and nothing going Army's way right now.
Yeah, just relentless pressure coming from Old Blue. Never is Army able to just catch it flat-footed and have something to do with it. They've always got pressure right in their face. And again, a knock-on was caused there and sets up Old Blue just about 10 meters out here from the try.
Maggie Riberto to put in, the Garden State native, former Virginia Tech Hokie. Captain there for Virginia Tech Rugby. On their sevens coach while pursuing her master's degree in Blacksburg. And Tim, I was saying we needed to see something from Army at the end of this first half, but it's Old Blue who may have the opportunity to extend this lead even further.
That's right. They've got the weapons here on to the left. See if they can get it out to Barry. Maybe get her second here before the whistle.
Barry, great speed. We've already seen Fremd as well, and one we have not, but is very impressive. They're number 8, Shamira Robles, put on a show in the first match. Old Blue, final minute here. And who else but Barry outside? Barry uses the speed across, and Barry has her second. A brace for Mireille Barry.
Barry got the try there, but Jetta Owens was that first receiver off the ball. She was able to hold the defense up, hit that looping attacker here. As you see Owens get the ball, sucks in the defense. Beautiful pass right before the tackler gets there. Second offload, finds Barry for her second try.
Owens, another Virginia Tech product. Another Virginia Brooklyn product as well, as the conversion makes it 19-0. Old Blue, what a first half performance from them.
Yeah, Jetta Owens and this whole squad has just been on point. Lots of perfect play. We really haven't seen any mistakes from them. And then you look at the other side, Army, a few knock-ons, a couple of errors, and that has been the difference so far.
Army, very little possession, is knocked on here off the restart by Old Blue, a first mistake of the half. But Army, the little they've had it, they have not been able to do much with it. The halftime whistle blows, and at the break, it's Old Blue leaving the 1 seed, Army Rugby Union, 19-0. Moments away from the start of the second half, a battle of unbeatens, but it's the 8 seed Old Blue leading the 1 seed Army Rugby Union 19-0 as the referee Portlock gets the second half underway. Alongside Tim Wilkes, I'm Kit McGonigal. And Tim, first half, it was all Old Blue. They took advantage of Army miscues and made Army pay. Army needs to be more secure ball in hand, and they need to find some points.
Not enough possession, but they're able to secure it here.
They do indeed. Army looking for something outside, trying to find a way around Galdones. Lolita Galdones unable to stay in, just a foot in touch. A pair of Old Blue there in defense.
Strong job by Old Blue to be able to take her out into touch. They almost got it. They thought they smelt something there on the near side to be able to go all the way through this outside channel, but that door slammed shut quickly. Now it'll be a line out back to Old Blue.
Jetta Owens, one of the two there for Old Blue. A great atmosphere here. The Round Rock Multipurpose Complex. It's a fantastic event. Glad to have you with us for the world's only New Year's Eve rugby bash. Hope you'll join us today. Hope you'll join us tomorrow as well, as we'll be handing out some hardware. A full day of action. A lot up for grabs. Bowl, plate, and cup finals for both the women and the men. You can find that full schedule, freetail7s.com. Scrum to Army. Lolita Galdones to put in. Has not been able to make her impact on this one. Can she hear? Galdones takes it off the back herself. Trying to find a way through. Does. Galdones across. Waiting for the signal. Galdones able to dot it down, and Army is on the board. Lolita Galdones with the first points for Army Rugby Union.
Yeah, this time was Old Blue with a couple mistakes. They set up that scrum, able to take it off the back here. You see just this gap opening between that first defender and the scrum, breaks that one tackle into the rest of the contact, and she's able to slam it home for Army's first try of the match.
Exactly what they needed. We'll see if that can spark their attack, as the conversion is no good after the try from Lolita Galdones. Has Army Rugby Union on the board.
Exactly what they needed to start the second half. Too many errors on their end, but now they're putting the pressure on Old Blue with these restarts, sending them deep, pinning them in. It worked to start off, but they still got a long ways to go.
A lot of time remaining, over 4.5 left in half number 2. We'll see if Army can find a way, but here's Old Blue on attack yet again, finding a way through Robles there. We mentioned the impact she was unable to make in the first half. Showing her skill here in the second. Frimmed on the outside already with a try. Frim cuts back, still on her feet. What a move from Jim Frim. Judo indeed from number 4. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Frim will not be wrapped up and finally brought down by Rachel Henley. But Old Blue, the attack continues. Frim putting on an absolute magic display right there. Old Blue quickly out wide in the hands Van Ravensway. Here comes Barry, already a pair of tries. Can she find the hat trick? So quick to the breakdown is Old Blue. Looking for numbers outside. They have it. Looking for the advantage. Framed across and down right before and has it. Her second of the match for Jen Frim.
Yeah, you get one movement after you're tackled. She was able to spin out of the tackle, easily touched it down for another try. But Old Blue just swinging it back and forth across this pitch with ease at the moment.
She says she's rock climbed, she grapples, and she scores indeed,
Jeez.
Does the Evergreen State native.
Just perfect for her to be able to get that one after the amazing few phases that she had, skirting her way around the defense, able to slam it through with a little bit of strength as well, and a great performance.
The Quinnipiac graduate makes it 26-5. Old Blue on top, under 3 minutes remaining in the match. And this is a statement match from Old Blue.
And we really thought that Army was going to be the ones to beat out here today, but Old Blue has definitely flipped it, and they are now on the attack again, just pushing and pushing. That big try there almost puts it away with about 2.5 minutes left to go.
Army Rugby Union, last year's third-place team. They are this year's #1 seed, but it has been Old Blue with a statement match. Does Army have enough? Can they find a way back into this one? Trailing 26-5, just over 2 minutes remaining. Hovren along the touchline. Hovren steps in, now out. Here comes Hovren, able to stay in the entire way. What a run. Madison Hovren will take it all the way. The try for Army, courtesy of #1.
Hovren and Dossett there on the far side of the pitch, just back and forth, doing the dirty work to be able to scoop those up. And they found some space. Hovren had the speed to take it all the way home. 150 left to play, still down by 16 though.
Hovren, a star basketball player at West Point. Their 5th all-time leading rebounder, and what a career she had on the hardwood. She's been able to translate that to the rugby pitch. The conversion, not good, so it stays 26-10. But Hovren, we knew it was a matter of time. Did not think they would be able to wrap her up for the entirety of this one. Finally able to break free, but it may be too little too late for Army.
Yeah, you see how quickly they can attack and they can strike. And maybe later on, maybe tomorrow, we see a rematch of this one and things turn out different. But Old Blue has not made that many mistakes to be able to let Army capitalize on. And so far, they are sitting pretty with the 16-point lead.
A West Point grad and Army officer Hovren shows what she can do, and right you are. Love to see a rematch of this, but today it is all Old Blue, and they're looking for more. Not done yet. Frimmed, what a performance she has put on for Old Blue. Barry as well. It has been a complete team effort for the side from the Big Apple. Looking for more. Hovren there defending, trying to find some space to get around. Old Blue right now just playing with Army. And Spears toying with them. Has the teammate cutting in. Oh, what a run here. Looking for the offload. Able to find it. Nicely done there. That was Sarah Minahan. Minahan obviously did a diminutive stature, but a very talented player. You can see why. Big tackle, and it may have been a tip tackle on Galato.
Galato's made a couple of big tackles leading up to this, but as you said, just kind of picked her up a bit and fell awkwardly. So Owens gets back to her feet, though.
And Jetta Owens, certainly one you want to be able to continue as close to 100% as possible. She is another impressive player, but that will send Galato to the bin for the remainder of this one. There is the yellow. So Army, they will be down a player for the remainder, and you would imagine that is not going to affect the final results as they trail by 16.
But, Kit, the build-up to that was pretty amazing, though. I mean, just the patience from Old Blue to be able to, let's try the left side. Nothing really there. Perfect passes to be able to flick it around the pitch, and they've got themselves in position to finish it off now.
They do indeed. Looking for one final. Robles with the fin. Unable to get by Livingston. Robles still on her feet somehow. A little handoff to a teammate. Old Blue has numbers. Minahan able to find her teammate and able to get in. Hovren could not get the tackle. And we will see. No, it was indeed as that pass went forward. And the final goes 26-10. Old Blue, a bit of an upset, at least on paper. The 8 seed takes down the 1 seed Army Rugby Union. Stick with us. Coming up next, back to the men's side we go. Harpooners taking on the men of Army Rugby Union when the 2022 Freetail Sevens Rugby Tournament continues.